This is part 69 of SQL Server tutorial. In this video, we'll discuss merge statement in SQL Server. What is the use of merge statement? Merge statement introduced in SQL Server 2008 allows us to perform inserts, updates and deletes in one statement. This means we no longer have to use multiple statements for performing insert, update and delete. With merge statement, we require two tables, a source table and a target table. Source table is the table that contains the changes that needs to be applied to the target table. Target table is the table that require changes. It is the table upon which we will be performing inserts, updates and deletes. Merge statement joins the target table to the source table by using a common column in both the tables. Based on how the rows match up, we can then perform an insert, update or delete on the target table. Let's look at an example now. Here we have got student source and student target tables. Student target table is the table on which we will be performing insert, update and delete all in one statement. We will be using the ID column in both the tables to join them. Now, when the rows match between the tables, we want to perform an update on the target table. If you look at the data that we have at the moment, in both the tables we have a record with ID equals 1. So those rows match and we want to do an update, meaning we want to update Mike M to Mike. So when rows match, we want to perform an update. When rows do not match, that is when the rows are present in the source table but not in the target table, we want to insert all such rows into the target table. At the moment, Sarah record with ID equals 2 is present only in the source table. It's not present in the target table. So we want to insert that record into the target table. And finally, when the rows are present only in the target table but not in the source table, we want to delete all such rows from the target table. At the moment, within the target table, we have this John record with ID equals 3. It's not present in the source table, so we want to delete it from the target table. So after we execute the merge statement, this is how we want the output to be. Notice Mike record is updated to, that is Mike M is updated to Mike. Sarah record, which is present only in the source table but not in the target table, is now inserted into the target table. John record, which is present only in the target table but not in the source table, is deleted from the target table. And here is the syntax to do it. So merge, we specify the target table. So in our case, the target table is student target as, and we give it an alias t. And then using the source table, so in our case the source table is student source, and we give it an alias s on, we specify the join condition. So how are we joining these two tables? Using the ID column in both the tables. So here we are using the aliases t.id equals s.id. When matched, so when the rows match based on that condition, then we want to perform an update on the target table. So we are saying update set t.name, so name column within the target table equals name column from the source table. So when the rows match, perform an update. When not matched by target, this means when the rows are present in the source table but not in the target table, then we want to do an insert. So here we have an insert statement. Insert, we specify the column names, ID and name, and values for those are going to come from source table s.id and s.name. Now by target is the default, so you may or may not specify that here. Okay, when not matched by source, this means when the rows are present in the target table but not in the source table, then we want to perform a delete. So pretty straightforward syntax there. Let's look at this in action. Let's flip to SQL Server Management Studio. So I have already created these two tables. Here is the SQL script to create them. I'll have the script on my blog in case you need it. At the moment, if you look at the data, this is the target table and this is the source table. After we execute this merge statement, we want the data in the target table to be the same as that of the source table. So let's go ahead and execute this merge statement. And let's select the data back. Look at that, the target table is updated. So Mike record is updated, Sarah record is inserted, and John record, which was already present in the target table, is deleted. So insert, update and delete all are performed in a single merge statement. And one important thing to remember is that merge statement should end with a semicolon. If not, you will get an error. So when we execute that, look at that, a merge statement must be terminated by a semicolon. So make sure you have one. Alright, in real time, we mostly perform inserts and updates. We don't really delete data that is present only in the target table but not in the source table. Usually the source table provides us with new records that are added and any records that needs to be updated. Okay, so we only perform inserts and updates, and if that's your requirement, you can omit this last condition. So it's the same query as before, except that we are deleting that last condition. So in this case, what it's going to do, it's going to perform an update for the matching rows. So Mike M will be updated to Mike. Sarah record, which is present only in the source table but not in the destination table, will be inserted into the target table. But John record, which is present only in the target table but not in the source table, will be left untouched. So it will not be deleted. So here we are only doing an update and insert. So let's look at that in action quickly. So after we execute this merge statement, Mike should be updated to Mike, Sarah record should be inserted, and John record should be as it is. So let's flip to SQL Server Management Studio now. Let's actually truncate the data that is already there within the source tables and destination table. Let's execute these insert statements. So we bring it back to how the data is before. So that's our source and that's our destination, and let's delete this last condition. Let's end this merge statement with a semicolon, and let's execute this. Now let's select our data back. Notice that Mike M is updated to Mike, Sarah record is inserted, and John record is not deleted. Thank you for listening and have a great day.